Welcome, citizens, to another SC4D broadcast. This is your host, Venerati. Today, we're going to be going over a user submission, and I will be doing a critical overview. Now, this replay was submitted by one, and in the replay, he was talking about how he could do better in this ZvZ, as he felt that this mirror matchup was his weakest, which is very common for most players. In fact, my least favorite is PvP, because I'm terrible at Protoss. However, in this case, one's is ZvZ, and he will be going up against Milfinator, spawning as the blue Zerg over here. And we are on Scrap Station, so Scrap Station is a pretty unique map in the fact that you do have this incredibly long run around, and you do generally see a lot of air in between here, as it's such a small gap going into this. So we are going to see one open up with a 10 pool, I believe, and we see Milfinator starting off with a 10 pool, and we see, oh man, one has not dropped down his spawning pool yet, so he doesn't go for natural, but he is scouting. So scouting, always a major plus here. And just real quick on one himself, one is a bronze level player, and I believe that Milfinator is a platinum level player. So there is a little bit of a discrepancy as overall ranking. Not rank, of course, does not really denote prowess all the time. However, we do see a 15 hatch go down, or 15 spawning pool go down 4-1. And one is going to go ahead and grab that extractor right there. And Milfinator has not grabbed an extractor yet, and already has several Zerglings coming online for him. So he might be looking to do an early push, as we do have one's drone sitting there scurrying away, trying to run for his life, as these Zerglings are going to most likely be able to catch up to it and murder its little drone itself. And we do have the spawning pool almost finished for one. One kind of getting a late spawning pool here, seeing as he didn't get a hatch. Now, it's pretty common to see a Zerg player on this map go ahead and get this early hatchery over here, but I'm not really sure what this is. This isn't really the best idea to pull your drones off the mineral line and just leave them hanging around, though we do know that we're going to have this engagement here. One obviously did that as a reaction and using his drones in the best manner. And it is good to get a surround on those Zerglings, as they were fewer in number than the drones themselves, but I don't know about pulling them off so early and leaving them there. So that was kind of a waste of your economy, as right now one is ahead economy-wise with the Harvesters, even after that Zergling attack. And we do see static defenses here, as one was smart enough to drop that down as soon as he saw that little Zergling horde start running after his drone here. So we do have more Zerglings running after up into one's base from Milfinator, and the Queen of One is really laying out some damage there and doing a good job of soaking up the damage as well. The Spinecrawler has killed 5 Zerglings so far. These Spinecrawlers are able to two-shot the Zerglings, so they are super, super strong against that. Now, one thing here, Milfinator, I don't know why Milfinator went for this slow. He didn't even get the speedling upgrade yet. The slow bunch up early push with the Zerglings, as because of the rush distance here, one was able to react. One was able to see that. So especially coming from a bronze level player, really good job of reacting to that. And that just kind of shows you how the distance of this map really kind of nerfs early pushes, like we saw here. And Milfinator has really kind of crippled himself, as he only has 8 Harvesters right now, and he has not been attacked yet. He has been constantly building up a force of Zerglings, as he is bunching another wave up here, as we do see 16 already online, and we see a bunch more coming here, versus one's 8 Zerglings. But one is really sitting pretty here, because he has 19 Harvesters to Milfinator's 10 Harvesters. So one doing a good job of maintaining his economy and continuing to build it up, as he is getting a lair. So we're probably going to see Mutalisks here, which is a good choice on this map because of this distance. This distance is very, very short, and as of now, Milfinator doesn't have any air defense, which one isn't aware of it, but Milfinator is really leaving himself wide open in the wind when it comes to his economy, because his economy is woefully inadequate, as we did see a few Zerglings die there to Milfonator's horde. And one, of course, is going to be able to see that. He did already have a second Spinecrawler down. Nice placement here, so he is going to get a full range of coverage by these Spinecrawlers. And want to make a quick note that one is getting the Spire. So one is going to go ahead and try to jump to the air. One is on a really good pace here, as he's got the solid economy. He's teching up. Milfonator just now getting the metabolic boost, so really slow to get that key upgrade. Milfonator would have been a lot more effective early on if he'd gotten the metabolic boost, as that distance here would have been cut by at least a third, so he would have been more effective. He would have been able to deploy his troops quicker. However, Milfonator has not chosen to boost his economy much at all, as he's still sitting around, let's go ahead and say, yeah, he only has 12 harvesters to one's 27, so one is going to be able to tech. He's going to be able to expand, which I am kind of concerned the fact that he has not expanded so far. He has 800 minerals sitting in his bank. Of course, he is going to be spawning a lot of Mutalisks here pretty soon, as his queen should be also injecting his lair, as if you're not spreading that creep, you should be injecting constantly, as we do see the injection right there. And we do have Milfonator running up here with a lot of Zerglings. We do have the two Spinecrawlers trying to add their DPS. This queen does look like it will go down. There are a lot of Zerglings left on the field for Milfonator. However, Milfonator, his attack is kind of waning, as we do see a lot of drones coming off of the line here. We do see more Zerglings spawning, and we do have the one Spinecrawler adding its firepower to the entire foray battle here. And we do have the Mutalisk coming up here, and will be cleaning up what's left of that Zergling force. Now, after we saw all of those losses, one is still ahead harvester count-wise. He has 16 to 12. So, although he did take a huge economic kicking, we still see him ahead. So right now, one is really, really good. Now, Milfonator did see the Mutalisk there, so he is going to go ahead and get the Evolution Chamber. He is going to drop down some Spore Crawlers, I do suppose. And I'm surprised that he didn't get a Queen, as we do see some Mutalisks coming up here. This one Queen is going to be engaging them, but the one Queen will not be able to take on 3 Mutalisks. So let's go ahead and look at the production tab, as we do have 3 more Mutalisks coming in here. So right now, these Mutalisks are really going to be good, and we do see 3 Spore Crawlers coming up here. And one needs to focus down these Spore Crawlers right here. He has enough time to do it, but he's not. He's focusing down the Spinecrawler, which is his key. This is the beginning of the end for one, because one allows this air defense to pop up here. This is not what he needed to be focused on. This land defense, he doesn't have many land units. Now, one is going to be taking a lot of DPS from all these Spore Crawlers. He needed to evacuate his air forces right whenever that first one came up. However, he didn't. And not only did he focus down the Spinecrawler, which doesn't make much sense to begin with, he could have even attacked all of Milfonator's drones and crippled his economy, as he spent most of his money on his Spore Crawlers. So, right now, one made a critical error, and I'm not really sure what he's going to do, as we did see him lose what was left of his economy. So right now, one is behind in... He's behind in harvester count, but he does have the military force advantage, as we do see these Mutalisks once again trying to focus down something that doesn't need to be focused. He needs to be focusing on this Spore Crawler right here. He's had plenty of time to attack it. He could even use his Zerglings to attack it, and that would allow him to continue to harass with these Mutalisks, which is basically what they're designed to do, as we do see the Spore Crawler coming online, and the Spore Crawler is going to do a lot of damage to these Mutalisks. Now, the 3 Mutalisks would have had a chance to take down that Spore Crawler, as there were a bunch of bounce glaives going on the Spore Crawler as it was being built from the spawning pool and the Spinecrawler. However, it's too little too late, as now both characters here have been reduced to basically the beginning economy-wise, as you'd only see 9 for Milfonator and 8 for one. So right now, these Mutalisks have kind of been rendered inert, as they can't really do anything. This air defense is too much. Now, of course, you could sit here and ping on this Evolution Chamber, as he could set his Mutalisks right here and just sit there and ping and ping and ping, as he does have more Mutalisks coming on. He does have them show up here. So he can engage this Spore Crawler. He will be able to kill the Spore Crawler with all these Mutalisks, as he doesn't pull back that one Mutalist that was really feeling the pain. As he does lose 2, and he might lose a 3rd one here, as it is not feeling so great. And yes, he does lose it as the Spore Crawler does fall down, and we do see Milfonator pulling up more Spore Crawlers here, as this one is trying to dig in. These 2 Mutalisks will not be able to down it in time, as we do see a second one coming over here. And one not in a good position, as he will lose his entire Air Force if he does not move it out now, as we do see him trying to move away, bringing it back once again. Really, it's the micro that's killing one. One's position in bronze, I feel, is